Like, you know, I mean, yeah, there's a couple of future inaccuracies, but why, hello there, YouTube, and welcome back to Freaky Future Month Mark 3. So, we're on our next review, and today's review is on sci-fi action Total Recall. So, this is written by Ronald Shusett, Dan O'Bannon, and John Poville, and directed by Paul Verhoeven, and stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rachel Ticotin, Sharon Stone, Michael Ironside, and Ronnie Cox. So this is set in the year 2090, where a factory worker, Douglas Quaid, begins to suspect that he is a spy after visiting Recall, a company that provides its clients with implanted fake memories of a life they would like to have led. Goes wrong, and he finds himself on the run as these agents from the Shadow organization hunt him down, and he's basically, starts to unlock all these memories he didn't know he had. His wife, played by Sharon Stone, is actually one of the agents, and he ends up going to Mars, where he has to resolve his matter, and also meets another woman along the way. And he basically, like I say, is on the run, and he's got to, find out what's going on here. So what do I like about this film? Well, it's Arnie. Where can you go wrong with that guy? He's an action legend, and the 80s and the 90s were good to him. He gave us lots of classics like Commando, Terminator, Predator, and he kicked off the 90s with this hit as well. This did receive a remake in 2011, but we're not talking about that one. We're talking about the 1990 original. So I like the retro futuristic setting and the style they went with in this one, given what it would look like 100 years from 1990, where we'd have like robots driving cars for us, and we'd have these fake memories implanted in us and what have you, and we'd be able to go to like Mars on holiday. I liked that. I also thought this had, decent effects for its time. We even see a woman with free tits, free breasts as well, when he's on Mars. And I like the Mars setting, and how Arnie's just on the run, and it's like they try and knock him down, but he just keeps getting back up and keeps fighting back. And then he gets, comes across this woman named Melinda, played by Rachel Ticotin, if you're pronouncing her name right. And they have this whole adventure, and of course at the end he wonders what if he's still dreaming, and she's like, if it is, you better kiss me now. And the film ends there. Was he dreaming? I don't know, but we got some good action thrills out of it. There is one bit where they're on Mars on the surface and there's no air, and Arnie's head hilariously bulges out. Both their heads do. That's funny visual stuff going on there. But it's about, this film is, how long is it? It's on for less than 2 hours, and I stumbled across this film when it was on late at night on ITV, and I missed the beginning, but I got invested in it anyway. About a few weeks later, or I eventually saw this film from beginning to end all the way through, and I think it's a fun switch your brain off popcorn flick. There's a couple of future inaccuracies, but yeah, who cares? I just enjoy this film for the sci-fi and the action and just Arnie being Arnie. Pretty much playing the similar sort of character, I guess, on the run, fighting bad guys. We also see Sharon Stone in this. She looks very young in it too. And we also have Michael Ironside, who I know is one of them guy actors who's always good at playing like a side villain. And yeah, I believe it says here it's based on a novel called When You Remember It for You Who Sails. We can remember it for you who sails. Yeah, they obviously changed the title to Total Recall to make it a bit more simpler. But yeah, I enjoy this one, and I watch it from time to time. And oh, hang on, no, it says it's set in 2084, not 2090. So yeah, 2084, where it's and Mars has been colonized as well. But this one also is R-rated. One thing I didn't like about the remake is it was PG-13, and we only see the free-breasted woman's breasts for 3 seconds. But this, because it's R-rated, we get to see them a lot more. I know how that sounds from coming from what I've just said there. But there's even animatronic puppetry works as well, like with that one guy with the parasitic being on his belly. There's even another guy who's a mutant. So yeah, like I say, it has good visual effects, practical as well. I mean, some are a bit dated, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I think I'm running out of things to say about this film now. Let's wrap it up with my ratings. I will give Total Recall, it's a comfort film. I'll give it probably 3.5 digits out of 5. 3.5 digits out of 5 for Total Recall. So not a bad movie at all. So have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Russ, and this has been Freaky Future Reviews as part of Freaky Future Month Mark 3. So I'll be seeing you next time, and until then, don't have nightmares.